Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Let's see who pops in here first. A bit of a surprise stream. But today we are going to see how I do when all I have to do is fight in the open field and care about trades. I mean, I'll play objective based, but you know. Let's see how I play when I have no distractions other than the YouTube chat, which is apparently popping off because we got a bunch of people in here already. The boss is first. Welcome to Boss. What's up, Sneaky? Hello to Algebra. And Gypsy Danger. Reporting me. Gypsy, I can report you. I was watching you a week or so ago, and you were... you should have been swarming your opponents were killing a barb fort to open up teleport space. And you ran away from the fight because the trade was going to be bad. So I'm reporting you as well, Gypsy. Guys, let me know how the video quality is. Like, not the video quality, but like whether there's lag in the images and stuff. I messed with the settings because my last stream was not... My last stream was like a slideshow, basically, right? It was not a consistent video feed. So, just let me know. Let me know how things are. Looks like we get the rally coming in against the Yan. Victid's rallying. And I guess I'll just jump into that mode here. You know, just kind of take a look at things. Doesn't look like there's much pressure. The boss, I'm sure Jake's doing well. Not sure if he's streaming or not, but I believe he's in the mix. Gypsy says, I remember that I was waiting for the other guy to come help. We did swarm the rally. You guys did get it down. You did get it down, but... all right, fair enough. If you were consciously waiting for the other person, that's fair enough. But... yeah, I was watching you run away, and I was like, this person should really swarm down this rally. And then I was like, oh wait, that's Gypsy. Let's see how this rally's doing. Doing quite well. This is Evicted who is rallying. Evicted is the king of 2956. He's put together a very, very nice kingdom. I think they're like a B kingdom. Like a B seed alliance or something like that. But, and I'm sure some of their players are moving around right now, are in different alliances. So I think they have way more kill points than this, actually. I think they have like, I don't know, like 400... billion KP, something like that. Oh, looks like an enemy is way out of position over here. Flaming out. Okay. Yeah, so we're in Tides. We're in the Tides KvK. I will provide a map update in a moment. It's pretty much over. I mean, they're still fighting and everything, but... our camp won this one pretty easily. As you can see, they're burning all over the place. And actually we're like really deep in their territory at this point, right? We're like, I guess an advanced fort got placed here. The enemy didn't do anything about it, and so now we're like very close to their pass, very close to cutting them off. And then there's also fighting over here. Looks like there's better action over here, actually. So I might come over here, to be honest. I mean, we'll see how the action is here, but it doesn't look like there's a whole lot going on with this alliance. War Bunny. Hey, these are people I've heard of. I've heard of Fubion before. I think I've even heard of this alliance before. Yeah, 2956 is pretty nasty. They're a pretty nasty Bee Kingdom. The boss's old kingdom. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I've heard of War Bunny before. Or this is 1913. Looks like 2228 is one of the other ones. I guess this is 2228 over here. Maybe I'm gonna port over here, honestly. Although it looks like this fighting is kind of not too crazy either. You know, we're gonna have to just get into some trouble somehow. Irgandir, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. How is the how's the stream, everybody? How is the stream? Is it smooth? I guess I can watch it on my own stream, on my own screen. Looks alright. Looks alright. Looks pretty smooth. Cheeseburger with Huo is not gonna do it. Irgander says the stream is smooth, and that's kind of what I'm seeing too. Very good, very good. Yeah, I'm partly testing things out for the Osiris League Grand Prix on Saturday. I'm going to be live streaming that, so I wanted to make sure my connection is good. Oh, this one's full, so we will have a fight here. This is a tough flag to defend. None of these tiles are gathered. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to block this teleport spot. Yeah, definitely better than last live stream. The last live stream, I changed the settings. Yeah. I changed the settings and it did not work. Oh my. Oh no. Pelagius, not like this. I just gave this dude a fate changer. I've only been streaming like 3 minutes. But I gave that dude a fate changer. Hi, Mom. I'm on YouTube. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. We will try to get into some hijinks here. At the very least, we're going to burn a lot of territory and maybe get some zeros, honestly. I mean, like, as I'm looking at it, right, it's like, if we cut, if we destroy this flag right here, and like this flag, if we destroy this flag here, I feel like, a lot of territory is going to get cut off, no? Like a lot of territory. These guys are called the Liquor Store. I would say some of the newer American-based alliances in this game are going with location-based names. I know that Archer Duke's Kingdom, their alliance is called the Abusement Park. And in my opinion, Archer Duke and Evicted are two of the best recruiters I've come across. Certainly two of the best American-based recruiters. And so yeah, they're going with the Liquor Store and Abusement Park. Which I guess Abusement Park is not actually a place. But the Liquor Store sure is. Got him. Got him. Oh yeah, let's look at the report on that Pella. What was his name? King Al-Bafa. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my. Oh my. Oh, Nevsky will be even worse probably. Yeah, Nevsky's even worse. 52-1. 52-1 on King Elb-Fa. Let's friggin' go. So this flag's pretty important. You know what? I actually did let someone get in here. I said I was going to block the TP, and then I got so distracted by, like, running around trying to get, like, a tiny number of kills that I actually did not block a TP space. But we can maybe block the reins a little bit, right? Like we can guard this tile. And then this person will not be able to reign very well. We just need to get a rally going. Everybody be sure to throw a like on the stream. That will help some more people get in here. Thank you all for the continued support. I did actually get my green screen set up and my webcam. So we will be doing a face reveal soon, and on streams like this, I think I'm just going to stream with the webcam up. I just need to work on my lighting. I've got like a very, very dark room. Thank you for the sub, whoever just subscribed. Very much appreciated. And honestly, this is what I needed. This is really what I needed in Rise of Kingdoms. Just remember that this game can be very, very fun. That you can get very nice trades. Bad Ale's talking about when the Karawak trials get opened, and yeah, basically there's 2 before Kingsland, and then there's 3 right after like the third one opens right after Kingsland, and then the fourth one opens like a few days later. That has really been an annoying change. I know it was about a year ago that it happened, but I mean, I'm somebody who spends quite a bit of money on every KvK. I spend $500 or $600 every KvK, and you know, I'm very irritated by the KvK stuff. I'm sure free-to-plays are even more irritated by it. Because it's just like we spend enough. We spend too much on this game. Don't make us spend more because you make the KvK completely weird in when they get scheduled. How do people keep getting into this flag? Like, I scouted it a few minutes ago and it was full. I don't get how people keep getting in. Cat Queen. Trying to defend. I want to hurt you, Cat Queen, but I will fight you. Kildy, welcome to the stream. I hope 2377 is treating you well. Giddy, what's going on? Yeah, I even have time to scout. I even have time to scout. I mean, the action is pretty slow. So it seems like I do have time to scout. Bro, what is this kingdom? What is this kingdom, dude? What is this War Bunny kingdom? That dude who I gave the Fate Changer to with his Pelagius is an R4? Yeah, it's like an all-girl front line, all-girl defense team here around this flag. Cat Queen and Queen D and 90 Queen D. Oh, this might be you know what? I don't believe this. I call this bluff. I mean, I guess the kill points are kind of like consistent with the look, so maybe it's the real. What is their alliance KP? Let's take a look. Yeah, these are like B and C seeds, so it's definitely like lower KP. 91 billion KP. 91 billion KP. Came from 1913. Yeah, definitely a smaller KvK here. Although I think fighting has been going on for like 5 or 6 hours. Actually, I think we're about to be into hour 7 of fighting. Yeah, 91 billion's not too much. But you forget, you know, when you play in like competitive KvKs over and over again, you forget like, dude, how is this flag not full? Didn't I just scout it? I scouted it and it's, oh, because it's tied, so you can put in backups. You can put in backups, okay. You can put in backups. All right, looks like they might want to try to clear us here, but maybe not. Yeah, I forgot about the backups. So I actually didn't know you could do this in Tides. Oh, you know what it is with Tides? Tides has this for like every flag. Is that what it is? Is that what's going on with Tides? Is that you can treat every flag as an outpost? Because I know that in Tides, the garrison cannot get popped. I know the garrison can't get popped in Tides, which is like very OP for the defense. But if every flag in Tides can be an outpost, then that's just insane. Somebody correct me on that, but it looks like that's a stronghold. That's a stronghold. Well, they're all strongholds. Let's scout this flag also, see if there's a bunch of backups in here. Giddy says, I don't like B-Seed KvKs anymore. My more Whaley account that I don't have in 1394 isn't a B-Seed. Our Heroic Anthem past 7 only lasted 13 hours. The entire KvK was over. Gosh, it sounds amazing to me. Okay, so this one does not have any backups, but it's also not full. And they don't have a Hera. I don't know, there's some, to me, like, only standby reinforcements during some tides. Oh, it's during some tides. Okay. It's during some tides. Gotcha. Okay. Yep, so basically during this particular tide, everything is an outpost. That's... I mean, outposts are really strong. Honestly, outposts are really, really strong. Rally's coming in now. We're just gonna... Actually, just... I'm gonna kill Raidens just because I want to get some KP. But, you know, outposts are incredibly strong. So, for this zone on tides, man, the defense has a massive advantage. This Eleanor Jan is getting destroyed. Evicted does have a really, really, really good cav gear. Actually, I think I could show it to you guys. I don't know if he messaged it to me or not. He probably did. Actually, the trade's not like that huge. I mean, they're probably getting more rains. Although we're pretty full. Now it's very good. Now it's very good. Mello left. Mello left the garrison. And there it goes. There it goes. Let me see if there's... I was gonna see if there was a rally report. But yeah, here is the gear on that. One second. Here's the gear on the Attila. And let me also show you the armaments. Oh wait, that's my gear. Never mind. That's not the gear. Here's Evicted's. Here's Evicted's armaments. 3 special inscriptions. Really nice stats. And his gear... I think it's basically all like critted tier 5, basically. Yeah, it looks like it's allies across. So our allies are down here. And look at this. Yeah, this is definitely a smaller KvK. I mean, there's fighting over here. Jake, welcome to the stream. Hopefully the day is going well for you. So I can't wait to get my first balanced. Like 50 shards away now. Nice, nice. Yeah, I have a ways to go for sure. And I'm still not sure if I'm going to go arch or wedge. I'm going to focus more on open field for the near term, you know, because Eleanor is just so mediocre that there's just no reason for me to focus on being a garrison captain. I'll be kind of like just a backup garrison, a secondary part-time garrison captain. I'm going to build out my gear for some of my like 5th and 6th marches. 4th, 5th, and 6th marches. But, yeah, not very many reports of those rallies. So if I focus on the open field, I'll probably go wedge, but I think my best march is really Attila Lucci in Artifact KvKs. Attila Lucci is quite good as a counter rally or a rally. So in that sense, it would be nice to get invincible instead of balanced. Yeah, Invincible's met in the open field, but for rallies and garrisons, it's incredible. We can take a look at the armaments and gear that Devon has. This is your standard tier 1 stuff. Pretty good Nevsky set here. Lots of good inscriptions. Nothing rare or special, but a lot of good inscriptions. Tier 1 on the Zug as well. A Hunter on the Zug. Tier 1 on the Huo. And a Hunter on the Huo. Non-iconic on the Scipio. This kind of shows you when you're like a very much an open field account and you're just building as many legendary items as you can. You actually do run out of iconics. Shogun, this is a Tides KvK with Evicted's Kingdom 2956. John Curley says, I miss watching you as a garrison. I mean, I didn't really stream much as a garrison anyway. And you'll still see me as a garrison in, there will still be some videos. There will be some videos, but just not as many. John, I'm looking forward to being a rally leader. I'm looking forward to the next Cav commanders having a very, very good rally and then being a rally lead. Rally's coming in. It's a Dido Zug, so I believe this Nevsky Justinian is going to rip through this. He still needs 2 more Iconics to have full 7 sets. I have like 8 extra Iconics right now. I have 8 or 9 extra Iconics, and... Oh, Garrison got swapped. Okay, I'm just swarming. Garrison got pulled out. That's not good. Yeah, John, I'm still definitely a cavalry player, and my best set of gear is for sure cavalry. But the Eleanor Garrison is just not that good. Really? Seems like a pretty easy pronunciation. Sounds British. I don't know if you are British, but it sounds British. Or like Scottish or something like that. So we've got everything burning here. Is it just me, or is the burning animation different? They updated the burning animation, right? This burning animation is new. Much bigger flames. Much bigger flames these days. So here's that report against the Dido. Not as dominating as I expected, honestly. Like, very, very strong, but not quite as well, I mean, I guess 9-1 on kill points is pretty good. Oh, because there were multiple captains, right? Yeah, there were multiple captains. So this is actually the full report here. That's a pretty nasty report. That's a very nasty report right there. Looks like there is more fighting down there. Looks like... Yeah, I think I'm going to port down here. Actually, there's like a bunch of teleport space right at the front too, so... Let's do that. Oh, cool. You're Scottish. I've never actually fought against Bunny, actually. I've mainly fought against, like, very big A kingdoms. Maybe a few Imperiums here and there. I mean, I've fought against, like, Arvix, for example, right? Because Arvix is in some of these, you know, A-seeded Vietnamese kingdoms, like 1818. I fought against Pho for the first time in this KvK. Even though he said he was going to migrate out before the fighting. Yeah, maybe you're thinking of Arvix. Because, I mean, I've made videos of, like, Arvix swarming flags when I was the garrison captain, stuff like that. You know, I'm disappointed that Eleanor is not better, but at the same time, I don't... Just kind of focusing on the open field and sort of like leadership in the open field and like just, you know, defending with farms and stuff like that. Just focusing on that more and not being a garrison captain, it might be exactly what I need, actually. It might be exactly what I need. Just a little bit of a chiller KvK experience for a while. Because I am getting a little burnt out after 6 years of playing this game. I fought Kildy, yeah, true, I fought Kildy. I mean, 2268 is the biggest kingdom we ever fought. They were the first, like, proper Imperium that we ever fought. John says open field wins KvKs, not garrisons. You know, I don't know. I don't know. Rallies and garrisons can do a lot. Having good rallies and garrisons is not as important as the open field, but it's pretty close. I would say it's like 35-25. 35% rallies and garrisons, 65% open field. Now, the way some kingdoms play, they're like 80% open field, 80-85% open field. But, you know, that doesn't mean you have to play that way. And those kingdoms would be stronger if they were better at garrisons and rallies without the open field, right? Because that's what you get, like, when you have, like, a real, like, downtime, uptime kind of kingdom, like, the reason that happens is because you're just, like, an open field kingdom. You play defense via the open field, you play offense via the open field, and so when you don't have bodies online, then you're in quote-unquote downtime, right? But if you can play very good defense, for example, then you can actually have success during your downtime because you're not relying on bodies, you're relying on execution and teamwork. Looks like Jorge baited us in, sort of. John says, is that dependent on what seed you think for the 35-65 ratio? Yeah, I would say in a smaller kingdom, it's more 50-50, right? I think in a smaller kingdom where everybody has less troops, and therefore people, like, teams can run out of troops faster. Like, they have less farms, they're using their mains to reinforce stuff more. I think in a smaller KvK, it's more like 50-50. In a smaller KvK, I think if you just have, like, good rallies and garrisons, then, like, you can be super effective in a small KvK, even if you don't have the open field numbers, you know. Like, even a KvK like this, right? Like, you can see that our ball's, like, not that big. I mean, it's all right, but it's not that big. If they had incredibly good reinforcements and they were keeping their flag more full than we were keeping our rallies, maybe they would cause us problems. I think the issue, though, is that, like, Evicted's gear is so good that I don't think any of these players in these garrisons can compete with Evicted's gear and his armaments. Evil Clown says one can't live without the other. Yeah, I think that's true. So here comes Ballsy's rally. Ballsy is another whale from 2956. Gorgo Hera. Gorgo Hera in the flag. Like they're reinforcing from It Was Easy's city. And from over here. I don't know why I'm down here. I kept thinking that this food node was a friggin' city. John Crilly asks, would a cool yet relaxing way of not getting burnt down on ROK be downsizing on seed, Brian? Definitely. Yeah, definitely. I think before you got here, I was saying that a KvK like this is very relaxing to me. Like, Skitty was saying he doesn't like these anymore, and he's going to migrate out of B and C seed kingdoms. But I like this. I like this speed of KvK for sure. I'm not saying it's challenging, but you know, I would get bored of it too. I would definitely get bored of it too, but we just haven't really had these like chill KvKs where you fight for a day or two, but you kind of know you're going to win the whole time. Edward of Woodstock in the house. No, I don't know how this whole KvK is going to go. Because obviously there's two other camps down here. And it seems... I don't know, it seems kind of even down here at the moment. These would be the other enemies here. 13D has just one star. And then this kingdom here has won 9 out of 11. Top 16 OL Season 5. 23-35. So there might be some good fighting down the road if Wind Camp is able to win this zone and beat our allies here. There could be some good fighting down the road. Shipfish, yeah, this is basically an alt. Yeah. Hildy says, in our last KvK against 24-29, we began swarming as soon as we reached flag. Many flags rallied, didn't have time to even walk there. Yeah, that was a very interesting KvK to watch in Kingsland. Where, like, both teams just maintained the open field for, you know, 3+ days. And it was like, as long as the open field was there, then it was hard to burn stuff. But then, like, once an enemy... Especially once 2377 got near 24-29 flags, those flags burnt like so easily. Where basically like no one was even reinforcing it. Is there another teleport spot that we could open up here? I'm not sure. Probably not, no. Are we still burning over here? We are. Yeah, these are definitely new burning animations. I like them a lot. I actually like this a lot. Algebra says garrisons are as good as people keep them full. Theoretically, with perfect play, garrisons should never trade negative unless the rally is a hard counter. Yeah, there's like a game theory. There's a game theory optimal thing that I think 1093 did a bit of it in their last KvK, where it was like, they played such good defense and had so many troops and had so many farms that like, and they were so active that like, as strong as their enemies were, they ultimately could not take the entire map from 1093. And not a lot of kingdoms are going for that kind of thing, but it is very powerful. Because like Algebra says, garrisons will usually trade positively against a rally. Callum, welcome to the welcome to the stream. You know, there's always KvKs going on in Rise of Kingdoms. There's always KvKs going on. Maybe the animation is because of the tide. Oh, you know what it is? Yeah, you're right. John's right. It's this animation is happening because we have the flaming out directive on. And the flaming out directive, it makes their flags burn 25% faster. And it increases the amount of time between extinguishes by 10 minutes. Pretty sick. Pretty good timing, honestly. Not gonna lie, the timing on this flaming out was very good. Yoshi, welcome to the stream. Yeah, Zone 5s are definitely very big in Warriors Unbound. I think this Zone 5 is pretty big too, though. Like, this is a very big Zone 5. It's a very, very big Zone 5. Now, I have not played Tides in a serious way before. Does this zone have any strategic importance? It doesn't really feel like it does. I mean, maybe a little bit, these level 9 passes, but obviously the level 9 passes are after Kingsland is over, so... Yeah, this zone doesn't seem super important, although this has multiple holy sites, though. Right, it has the 10% march speed on the Sanctuary, and it has 2 Hurons. So this is why I like a zone like this, because it actually sort of matters, because these buffs are decent. These are a decent number of buffs. So this to me is like a very good zone. Not too mountainous either. I mean, some semi-mountainous, but not really. Like a lot of open space near this pass. A lot of open space over here as well. Bunch of open space near this Huron. This Huron is like, you know, very... So this seems like a really good zone, honestly. Shipfish asks, with the new Ragnar being skill damage commander, I'm so confused if infantry is going to be all smite in the future or not. What do you think? I don't think it's going to be all smite. They can't make it all smite, because then somebody like Scipio, you know, then somebody like Scipio is just left out in the cold. I mean, what are you going to do? Run Guan Scipio forever? It's not going to be all smite damage, no. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know that for sure. Because my impression of the new Ragnar, I honestly haven't looked at it too closely, but my impression of the new Ragnar is that it's like not a very serious commander. You know, that it's maybe won't be used a ton. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be available in the early game or not. Like, is the new Ragnar a Season of Conquest commander or what? But I mean, I don't know what they're doing, right? I don't know what they're doing. Are they gonna really... Are they really gonna make... Are they really gonna make a troop type Delta formation? Like, is Delta formation actually gonna be a thing? Where people have to get all new... You know, is combo attack gonna be a thing? Where people have to get all new armaments to maximize combo attack because some troop type is going to be combo attack? Is that really? And then is because here's the thing, right? If infantry is all smite, then it stands to reason that another troop type is going to be all... Another troop type will be all circle. And then another troop type will be all delta. And that's really weird. You know, I don't think they're going to get rid of skill damage. You know, I don't think they're going to get rid of skill damage for everybody. John, thanks for hanging out. Callum, I do respect the whole being able to fall asleep to a YouTuber. I definitely take a lot of naps while watching YouTube. I will say, Dirty Dan has a very good voice for falling asleep. When he used to live stream more often, I would find myself taking a nap to a Dirty Dan live stream very often. So that is a good thing. MILF, thank you, dude. Thank you so much for the dono. Legend Horny with the dono. My old buddy MILF from the original Kingdom. There's like 2 people in the game who I've been playing longer with than Legend Horny. I mean, we haven't played together in a long time, but thank you so much for the dono. Appreciate it. And hope you're doing well. What Kingdom are you in these days, MILF? Legend Horny was the main person who I wish had come to 1770 with us. We played together in 1159, and you know, we were in the same alliance and fought together a lot in the last KvK there. I think the way we left 159 was just a little disjointed, and so MILF did not follow Addy and myself to 1770, but I feel like in an alternate world, Legend Horny would have like been... He would have like been in 770 for like the last like 3 or 4 years. Oh, you quit a year ago. Got it. Yeah, Callum, I totally get it. I know you meant it in a good way. And like I said, I you know, I vibe with YouTube the same way, right? Where I just let it run. And I watch YouTube on the couch all the time. I probably watch YouTube on the couch more than I watch it on my phone or on a computer or something. I mainly watch YouTube on the couch. And so, you know, you're just sitting there, and if something hits you the right way and you're like, oh, I'm tired and I can lay down and this thing won't wake me up, a good thing. It's definitely a good thing. Do I get a good trade from just like hitting the... I don't get a good trade from just hitting the Lucci Charles. So we can't let It Was Easy farm us too hard here. Well, MILF, congratulations on retiring. I'm sure your life is better in many ways. I'm kind of locked into ROK at this point because I have this YouTube channel, and I'm making this more and more of a serious side hustle, so they definitely have me locked in at this point. But I can see the value of quitting, no doubt about it. Opens up a lot of time and money to do other stuff. Is HQ and Joan the metaverse Nev and Joan? I mean, I know Huo is like a better dueler, right? I'll have Huo on my main account next KvK. So I don't know if I'll go with this configuration or not. Nevsky William with Huo Joan. Kind of like it. I mean, the question is who's stronger, Huo or Nevsky? And I think it's close. If I were like a brand new player to SOC and I wanted to build a Cav March, I do think I would build Huo instead of Nevsky. I think I would build Huo Joan. Because Joan has like the most staying power, in my opinion. In my opinion, Joan has the most staying power. She will be relevant for the longest of all the current Cav commanders. Just because having a double active skill is just really, really good, right? Like, she's pure damage. Joan is just pure damage, and so that's just going to be extremely useful in all sorts of formats in the future. But I think Huo probably has more lasting power than Nevsky, just because of his sustain. His sustain in the open field is so useful. Nevsky is obviously better with rallies, and so he's like maybe more relevant at the moment. Oh, we're rallying somewhere else. Where's this? Oh, so everyone's going two ways. Yeah, everybody's going two ways. So we're also taking over Tahiti without much of a contest. Although it looks like this kingdom here has decided to fight a little bit over here with a Charles garrison. Yoshi says, I usually just go the Nev Joan, Huo William, XY Minna. I don't know what I'll do. I like the sustain of the Huo. I think with the way that I fight, I think I'm going to do very well with Huo. Because I don't really overcommit. I'm definitely a bit of a dancer. I have, like, good movement. So, like, if I have a sustained commander like Huo, I will do very, very well with it. So I'm inclined to put my best Cav gear on Huo Joan and make that my #1 March and have Nevsky William as the #2. Rorsch, Huo I think is definitely better than Belly Prime. Definitely. Huo is very, very good. Very, very good. Looks like these guys might stay and fight for a second here because they have a bit of numbers. But I am kind of just coming in to ruin their little party. And it was easy as chipping at me with his Lucci, but that's fine. Horny, thanks again for the donation. Good luck with your family. Good luck with your business. Really appreciate you stopping in, MILF, and yeah, I mean, hey, hang out anytime, you know? Hang out anytime. It's great to have you here. Roche says, so Nevs William and Huo Joan. I was thinking Joan Belly and Nevsky William. I think Huo Joan is a lot better than Joan Belly, you know. And Nevsky William has obviously always been a great march. Like, Joan came out like around the time that we were all realizing how good Nevsky William was, but Nevsky William was a sick march. Because it took people a minute, right? Because for a while we were all like, oh, you run Nevsky with XY. You run like XY Nevsky. Because that did hit hard, but then like the William, like, it used to not be completely accepted that William was better than XY. Because I almost think William came out after XY. I might be wrong about that. Let me look. XY came out 5/20/21. Yeah, William, I think William came out before XY. Maybe I'm crazy about that. I might be wrong about that. I think I'm wrong about that. I think XY came out first because XY Nevsky was a thing before Nevsky William was a thing. Whisper, welcome to the stream. Yoshi says only pair with Belly is Justinian. Interesting. I'll pair my Justinian with XY. I'll run XY Justinian as my third Cav march. As my my sixth march. Let's see how those last trades went 3 minutes ago. 4-1, 2-1, 3-1. They left my Zoog Furman alone. And even the XY Belly got a very nice trade there. Yeah, I used to run Saladin William. You're right. That was the see. This is why it took a while. Thank you, Rorsch. The reason it took people a while to figure out that Nevsky William was so good is because Saladin William was also so good. Like, Saladin William was so freaking good. I used to run that march at Ruin fights. Like when William first came out. I built William right when he came out. And I would use that at Ruin fights back in like Light vs. Darkness. And it was really like the one time in my entire RLK career where I had like the OP march that nobody else had. Are you going for Zenith? No, I'm not going for Zenith. I'm not going for Zenith. I mean, I could go for maybe I might go for a 15-day. I might go for a 15-day Zenith, actually. To use in our next KvK. I might do that, actually. Because I need a skin. I need a skin for sure. Shazad, I miss Saladin as well. Yeah, Saladin was good. Saladin had the most, on my main account, Saladin had the most kill points on my account for a long time. Long time. Nevsky eventually passed Saladin, but my Saladin has like 35 million kills or something. Quite a lot. Alright, so they've got some numbers here. They've got some numbers. Queen's here. My favorite player in this fire camp, Queen. Oh, you had to get to 315s, Callum. At 315, you were good to go. How did so many marches get out of that city like that fast? They must have kicked people. Oh my gosh, these kill points on this in this kingdom are like so low. Yeah, this is like a very like normal kind of casual kingdom. They all have like 1 billion KP or less. They have so many people with less than. This is a mismatch. This is a mismatch. 2956 is like way too strong for this kingdom. So, you know, I mean, Devon has Twilight Falls, which is not a great skin. Because it does take away 10% infantry attack. So, like, he's only running 1 infantry march, but if you're running 2 infantry marches, the Twilight Falls is really not that good. Because it's like, you know, if you're running like 5 marches, which most of us run 5 marches for most of the KvK, it's taking away 10% of attack on 2 out of your 5 marches. And yeah, you're getting 5% skill damage on the other 3, but it's just like not... That's very little value. That's very little value for a castle skin compared to somebody who has like 8% troop defense or something like that on all their marches. Now, did I get a good trade there? I did, because he's running... Oh, he's trying out Lucci Tariq. You know, so on an open field march, if we consider that... Where is this going? Where's this rally going? Oh. I wish I had noticed this sooner. But yeah, so like, okay, so 5% skill damage, if we say that that's like 3.5% all damage. Let's say it's 3.5% all damage on an open field march. 3.5% all damage is 8.75% of stats. Okay? It's like the equivalent of 8.75% of stats. Let's just round that up to 9. So you're getting a positive... Well, you're getting a positive 45%. But you're losing 20% from the minus 10 infantry attack. So actually, you are getting 25% of stats. That's actually not bad. That's not bad. So maybe I should get Twilight Falls. Maybe I should actually buy Twilight Falls on my other account. How do... I guess we swarm this. I don't even know. This looks like this person's actually offline, so... Looks like it's like a farm, though. I like how the Zug, because the Zug is the slowest and didn't get to the rally, is the only one that can reach this belly. Yeah, I don't think Twilight affects Smite. I think I might have done bad math on Twilight Falls a while ago. And it made me think that it wasn't as good as I thought it was. Because even if you're getting... Alright, so let's say skill damage is like 3% all damage. 60% of all the damage you do. That would be 7.5% times 5. 7.5 times 5. What is that? 37.5. You're losing 20% if you have 2 infantry marches. And so you're getting like 12.5% of stats on a Zenith, on a Twilight Falls. Yeah, I guess it's just like not very good. But it's slightly better than what I have been running, which is Magpie Bridge. What SOC skin would you go for? So I mean, I have Divine Abode because I'm a Cav player. I have Divine Abode because I'm a Cav player, so like when I'm a Cav garrison, or when I'm running like 3 Cav marches, I will use Divine Abode. But I mean, I think Twilight Falls is the best for most people. Because everyone's running a mix of these days. If you have, you know, 3 archer marches, then I would say Flight of the Huron is good. Because you could run like 2 or 3. You could run maybe... I mean, even with Flight of the Huron, right? It's like, let's say you run 2 archer marches and 1 infantry and 2 cav. You're only getting 10% of stats. You're only getting 10% of stats to the positive with this skin. Whereas we calculated that you're getting like at least 12.5 with Twilight Falls. But let's say again you have 2 archers, 2 cav, 1 imp. Then you're getting 37.5 to the positive, 10 to the negative. You're getting 27.5% of stats with Twilight Falls, compared to, you know, 10% with Flight of the Huron, or 10% with Divine Abode. So I think Twilight Falls is the best. And I think I probably need to consider buying this thing as soon as I have enough of these coins. I need to do bastions. I need to do bastion skills. I'm just gonna train real quick. These are almost done anyway, so... Yeah, this happens a lot during war. People forget to do their bastion skills. No buffs, we're just gonna... do it raw. And then we can do the Kahar Bastion. I do appreciate all the likes in the stream. We've got 22 viewers with 22 likes. That's the kind of ratio I like to see. Thanks for hanging with me while I do some of the mundane tasks here of getting these bastions done. I should be able to get over here to get a rune, right? YOLO. Let's take a quick look at the Autark leaderboard. We're in 13th place right now. Very solid. Solid ratio, 58 to 34. Player from 2913 in first. Ballsy's in 5th. Merlin 12th. So we're in 3rd for the kingdom, so we got to keep the effort up here. Let me get back out on the field while I do these bastions. Oh, Whiskey, you were out here as well? Nice. Yeah, we're doing very well. 2956 is holding it down, as the kids say. And my rune-grabbing march is taking a very aggressive route, but it looks like my teammates have cleared the way for me, so it's fine. It's a little boring. I would say it's a little boring. It's a little boring. But it depends on what level you're operating at, right? Like, if you're a leader and you can kind of just, like, plan out the build path as you burn through. Okay, so they did not disconnect because they're connected in 2 places. Okay, gotcha. But you can see that we're building down and we're trying to disconnect more. So, I mean, for some, you know, listen. It depends on what role you're in, honestly. I think for some people, this is a pretty interesting zone because you're kind of like deciding how quickly or determining how the best way to absolutely demolish your opponent. I will say I can see how... So in my last KvK, right, where we lost to those 2 Vietnamese kingdoms and 1824, I mean, there was some fighting, but not like a ton of fighting. Like, it didn't really last for that long. And I can certainly see how kingdoms do have problems if they get like no match found or if they have a bunch of easy KvKs in a row, because I think people were the war, we didn't have great morale once it was over, right? We're not doing a lot of you know, we're not doing a lot of forts or anything like that. It's just people got a little bit bummed out at the fact that there wasn't more fighting. So it does give me a sense of how a KvK like this can be kind of a bad thing. Or, you know, not getting a no match found can be a bad thing, and how those things can wear on a kingdom where eventually people are just like, I am going to go where the action is. Like, I just have to go to where the action is. If you aren't giving me action, I will go somewhere that is. And, you know, some recruiter is messaging me saying that they're registering for KvK in like 4 days. Do I want to show up and get into a big fight? Like I can see how people will just do that if the action they just got is not satisfying them. Which we did have one very good player leave 1770. Hangman, the Korean player Hangman. He left and migrated to 1606. And I think they're in KvK already or something like that, so... Or maybe not. Let's look. Oh, no, they're not in KvK yet, but... 1606, I'm sure we'll get a big war much sooner than 770 will, so Hangman decided to take his talents to 1606. So this flag's about to burn down. I wonder if we catch anybody off territory. We know the pirate is online. What about Mirth? Has Mirth been in my reports? He has been, okay. So they're both online. And they're not going to get disconnected anyway. You know what? Sitting next to a campfire has never been my least favorite thing to do. Okay, I should migrate. I should go over here, probably. I should probably port over here real quick. Let's port over to where they're rallying. Our flag under construction. The only thing is I'm low on teleports. I'm like actually low on teleports. Looks like it's going to be handled without me, so I'll stay where I'm at. So the rally here launches in 2 minutes. Looks like we're clearing the field already. And as long as we hold the field, that rally won't do anything. So good response here by the liquor store. Nobody got too drunk yet. I am probably going to have a couple of beers later tonight. After this live stream, I'm going to go and play poker and watch Thursday Night Football. I've got a bet on the Cowboys at -4, and the line now is like 5.5, I think. Let's look. Oh, 5.5. Line now is 5.5. I've got -4. That means I have a slightly profitable bet. When you're determining a profitable sports bet, you have to factor in the juice. You have to factor in the 5% juice. You're paying 110 to win 100. But the points difference between -4 and -5.5 is probably like 17 cents, maybe? I don't think it's 20 cents, but I think it's at least 15 cents. And if my bet is worth 15 cents, if you would have to spend 15 cents to buy down from -5.5 to the number I have, let me show you this in a basic way. All right. -4, -110. That's going to be a slightly losing bet, all things being equal, because you have to pay the juice. But if the real line now is -5, -110, then in order to buy this down to -4, a sportsbook is going to make you have to pay something like 15 to 20 cents. Maybe something like that. So the line now is both -5.5, -110, or it's -4, -127. And at that point, the line is worth more than 10 cents of juice. Like, it would be if this was -120, my bet would be break even. But because my bet is 17 cents better than the current line, that means I have a profitable bet. I just know that I have a profitable bet. Now, maybe in like the grand scheme of things, people are underestimating the Giants and they're overestimating the Cowboys, and so my bet is not actually profitable. But in the sense that, an hour before an NFL game kicks off, generally speaking, the line is going to be very accurate. Millions and millions of dollars have been put into that line, and therefore the line is pretty accurate. So that's why I enjoy betting on the NFL, is because when I get a good number, I can just have that ticket and be like, okay, I made a couple bucks. Like, I didn't make a lot of money, but I made a couple bucks, and now I can watch the game with like a really good sweat and having something profitable. I have something profitable in my pocket that makes the game more exciting to watch. Now listen, if I bet $100, I might only be making like $2 of profit. Very, very small amount of profit. But it's better than losing money at sports betting, let's put it that way. The Cowboys are iffy. They are iffy, but I mean, Dak's a very good quarterback. And I believe last week the Giants did a lot of blitzing of the Browns. They blitzed the Cleveland Browns a lot. They got Deshaun Watson out of rhythm. And that's not going to work against Dak. Dak's like very, very good against pressure. So I think the matchup is decent for the Cowboys, and at times their offense looked very good against Baltimore. But Calum, it's like one of those things where it's like, okay, I can have my opinions on the game and stuff, and I can be like, okay, do I know what I'm talking about? Do I not know what I'm talking about? I'm not really sure. Let me try to run this Bacall. I love how you can tell it's a Bacall. It's like, this is so obviously a Bacall. He's very distinctive. But it's like, I mean, okay, maybe I know what I'm talking about, maybe I don't. But at the end of the day, I have a bet that I know is profitable, so it almost like doesn't matter like the reasons from how I got there. I just know that I have a profitable bet. Like, I might not know anything about the NFL, but I know I have a profitable bet. And there's comfort in that. I imagine we got this flag up. Yep. So now we've got to push it over here. We're waiting for the rally to this flag. Here it comes. Where do I think the rains will come from? Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to block this spot. I'm going to block this spot. And now they cannot reinforce. What do you guys think will be in this garrison? I think it will be another Gorgohera. They had Gorgohera last time. I doubt they moved the Gorgohera. There it is. Gorgohera. Gorgohera against Nevsky, Justinian. And people are swarming right from the start. I'm going to kill some Rains, get some easy kills. And there it goes. That was that was a very fast burn right there. Fastest burn of the day. The Sun Tzu. Kill the Sun Tzu. Ay, ay, ay. There's a bit of fighting down here as well. We are eventually going to cut them off. I mean, I don't think I'm giving too much away by saying that. We are eventually going to cut these dudes off. Like, pretty soon. Although it's actually going to be this. It's going to be this alliance up here, which actually doesn't have any cities in the zone. So not that important. Actually, this main alliance over here is quite well protected because they have this fort. They put this fort up. You know, I don't know when they built this fort, but pretty good fort, honestly. This is actually a pretty well built fort because it just keeps everybody safe. It prevents a big surprise from falling upon your team here with all these cities that are probably offline, some of them. And if you were able to disconnect this territory, then that would be a very nice surprise. But as it is, they are able to hunker down here a little bit, fight if they want to. Like this dude's fighting. Go duck yourself is fighting. You got a lot of heart. Go duck yourself's got a lot of heart. A lot of heart. Has never given resources to anybody, but other than that, a lot of heart. Is there any part of you that would want to be a, like, really new player to this game? And you just kind of, like, go into this zone with your Sun Tzu whatever and just, like, I don't know, learn the... He's he's like figuring things out for the first time. He's like actually fighting in this game for the first time, and is enjoying himself enough to actually come out here and try to cheeseburger with a Sun Tzu march. Would you want to be that person? Is there any part of you that would want to be that person, or are you just like completely content to be an end game player with a good account who can fight whenever they want, wherever they want? I don't know. There's like a tiny part of me that would like to be a noob in this game again, but but a very small part. Very, very small part of me would want to be a noob again. Do I ever want to walk over here? 12-minute walk? I'll do it. I'll do it. Who knows? We might get into some trouble along the way. We are at 16 million kills for the KvK. That's pretty good. For as much as it's been hard to find action, that's pretty good. There's King Ebbs. 2956 did get a quality migration from 1079. King Ebbs joined. Eli joined. Odai joined. Did I say Shode? I said Shode. Eli, Ebbs, Odai. A couple others. They got 6 or 7 people from 1079, which was a good good last minute recruiting score for 2956. Let me see who else it was. I'll be able to tell you, I think. Maybe not. Oh, Minhee migrated there, and Finn. Well, we're going to take the perilous trek of the content creator over to where the fight is. Because I'm pretty low on I'm pretty low on teleports, so. So no need to teleport around right now when pretty much nothing is happening. We'll see getting wrecked. Attila Takeda still fighting in the open field. I do think Attila Takeda, or no, Attila William. Interesting. I don't know about that one. Looks like our team's gonna lose the rare open field fight here. King Ebs and Shinobu getting pushed back. King Ebs may not have realized how small of a player Shinobu LQ is. These are the dangers of being a new migrant. You see names, you think they're going to come out here with something other than a double C primary. But here comes the reinforcements. Stop some of these marches and wait for my slow marches to catch up. You know what I mean? Did this person... Did they keep rallying this person? I don't think they did. I think they stopped. I think they stopped rallying Alpha 55. Which, I'll make no comment on that. This was a very egregious fort. I was not online when this fort got placed, but that's a pretty egregious fort to let the enemy put down. Or to let, you know, for them to let us put down. My gosh. I mean, obviously they were able to have flags reach this fort. But we probably just had a very big ball and they just... Despite having teleport space very, very close, they were not able to take this fort down. That is pretty egregious, though. Any decent effort would get this fort down, in my opinion. Because you could have your entire army here. You could just build a ton of teleport space, have your entire army teleport here, and fight. Because obviously all of LQ56's army was here, making sure this thing got up. I kind of wish I had been online for that. Perilous Trek is going well so far. We'll keep it going. I guess here's where the fighting is. We're getting some decent resistance over here. Is this another kingdom? This is 3145. There's actually way more kingdoms per camp than it first looked like. Yeah, there's 4 kingdoms per camp, actually. So there's 4 kingdoms per camp, but this camp, Fire Camp didn't really have everybody build out, it doesn't seem like. Okay, there's WNN. But this is also WNN. So only 2 alliances built out from the pass. And then I guess the other 2 built forts. Okay. The 2 built from the pass, the other 2 built forts. That's not a bad strategy. If you know you're going to lose, that's not a bad strategy. And these forts are not... These forts are up. They're actually decent forts. Decent defensive forts. That we would have never been able to reach. Probably not. And... that give you a chance to fight even if you're losing. So the enemy's build plan was okay. The problem was they let this fort get built. Which is crazy. Looks like we're actually burning here. Probably when it got built, it burned immediately. Oh, that's right, I still have to do bastions. Still have to do bastions. All right. There's a total of 400 minutes worth of speed ups on building. Why is it letting me build something? Why is the game giving me this quest? Use 400 minutes worth of speed ups on building. What the heck could I build? The State Forum. Alright, I will not take that quest. I called this stream Whale Tanking Wednesdays. I knew it was clickbait, but not for the reason I thought. I thought it was clickbait because I wasn't planning to whale tank. I was planning to like play kind of carefully and just get good trades. Like play selvishly and get good trades. But it's actually clickbait because I'm not tanking anything. Because the fighting died out so quickly. Oh, we're 10th in enemy elimination. I really need to be teleporting around going to the fights, but there's so few teleports left. Well, there's not a lot going on. And the chat has died down a little bit. I believe a few other people are streaming right now. I am just going to walk these marches back home. Maybe teleport somewhere else to get some kills. But I think we will leave the stream at that. Thank you all for hanging out. Very much appreciate it. It was a very fun stream. Quite a while. Have I done the fishing event? You know, are you lulz? That's a very good point. I actually need to get on my main account and finish up a bunch of stuff there too. I completely forgot about that. So let me take a look at this. You have to do that on my main also. I can fish a little bit here. Is this the last day to turn things in? Yeah, if today's the last day, then we definitely need to do the fishing event. Rorsch, appreciate you hanging out. Good luck with your new cavalry march. What I'm doing right now is fairly dangerous as a live streamer. I'm fishing while my marches walk through enemy territory. But so far, so good. So... what can we buy with exotic? Not a whole lot. I'll exchange those. And what can I buy with these coins? Formation chest. There we go. Let me fish one more time. All right, I think I can exchange that, right? Yep. And then we can buy another formation choice chest. Very good. But yeah, there's a bunch of events that I probably need to jump on my other account and do. So I will leave it at that. You can assume that I'm going to get home safely. You know, this Zug Herman could get sniped, but if so, at least I'll get some kills. So thank you all for hanging out. Let me go ahead and redirect you to somebody else who's streaming right now. Let's see who is on. Lambo, Apocalypse, and Only Farmer are on. I'm going to redirect you guys to Lambo. He's watching the 1960 KvK. Be sure to say hi to Lambo when you get over there. He has redirected to me many a time, so I owe him more than one, and I'm glad to do it right now. Thank you all for hanging out, and enjoy Lambo's stream. I will see you all on the flip side.